Hey guys, what's up? Sermo11 here. Today I'm going to be doing my top 12 anime of 2012. Now, I say top 12 because I couldn't really fit all the anime into a top 10 list, and I feel like a top 12 list would be more appropriate. And I added two more YouTubers to the best YouTubers of 2012. Jay's Playground. He does discussions and different stuff concerning anime. He also reviews like Young Justice and Big Brother. I haven't been on his channel for that long, so I don't really know all the things that he does. And I also added Swoozy, who does he tells like stories through his art, and then he also just tells stories, and they're really interesting. And like I was watching a ton of his videos in one day. You should really check those channels out there in the description of the last video. Um, and my new avatar is done by Olivia White, so you should check out her Facebook page. She does art and stuff, and you can get like stuff done if you ask her, but you might have to pay for it. um, so starting off with number 12, I know some people might disrespect this choice that I made, but I think it's a pretty good anime series, and whenever I ask someone about it, they just like brush it off and don't really say anything. And number 12 is Beyblade Metal Masters slash Metal Fury. I think the Beyblade series has evolved from what it originally was, and this is much better. Um, Metal Masters is more of a tournament-based series. I know the whole series has tournaments in it, but Metal Masters is filled with tournaments. It's just like them traveling to different countries and then getting into different tournaments. And like all the characters in Japan are kind of left behind, and then we are introduced into more characters around the world, which is kind of one of the reasons why I wasn't too in love with Metal Masters, and I didn't really like the ending. Ending was all right. Metal Fury is currently going on in America. It's pretty good. I don't really like the new guy Yuki. He's all right. I'm kind of sad that Kenta had to leave the team, and yeah, that's kind of spoilers if you aren't caught up. But it's really good in my opinion. Number 11 is Suritama, something like that. This is actually a fishing anime, and I didn't think I would get into this, but it does tell some of the basics about fishing, and there's like this alien dude who comes down to Earth, and he needs to do something. I won't say what he needs to do, but he needs to do something, and the main character has to help him with that. That's probably not a spoiler. Uh, I watched this earlier in the year, and I thought it was pretty good. Uh, I wouldn't put it any higher on the list, though. Number 10, Sket Dance. I watched a little bit of Sket Dance earlier in this year. I'm hopefully trying to get caught up. I'm trying to get caught up on the anime series instead of the manga. I'm pretty sure I couldn't get into this as a manga, but I'll see about it. Sket Dance is pretty funny. It's about this group of kids who they have a club in their school, in their high school, and they're going around helping people. And there's also like the student council, and they kind of have like fights between them, not like actual fights, but like there's conflict between those two groups. And I'm like in I'm on like on episode 11 or 16 or something. I don't really watch that much of it. They they're still adding characters to the cast, and there's like a lot of characters. There's like creepy ones, weird ones. With comedy series, there are a lot of weird characters. I like the main character, Bossoon. He's pretty cool. So what is that? 12, 11, 10. Okay, number 9, Dead Man Wonderland. This is good. I watched the anime on Cartoon Network or / Adult Swim, and basically how it's basically about this bomb or something. This event occurred in Japan, and it kind of messed things up. There's a prison now, and then there are these people known as the Dead Man who have like these powers, and the powers actually are their own blood, and they can turn those into weapons. And this is really good, but it won't go any higher on the list, mainly because the anime was pretty good. It's not finished. The manga was on break because one of the mangakas is pregnant. Like there's a writer and an artist, and I believe the writer is involved with Eureka 7 too. That's her other series. I'm not really sure if the artist was involved with that too. I think that could have been a different artist, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. It's it's really mature because I think the anime was toned down and censored a little bit. There's some other dark things that I'm pretty sure would happen in the manga series. So definitely you might want to go check out the manga. It's out in America, but you probably won't be able to find a volume just because of all the stuff that's happening with Tokyo Pop. But it's really an interesting series, and yeah, check it out. Manga used to be on break. It's coming back and it's ending soon, so it should be ending at around 50 something chapters. What was that? 10, 9, 8, 7. Wait, no. 12. I'm not even gonna count it. I'm sorry. The next one's Magi. No surprise. This series was introduced to me by Luffy the Dragon Slayer. Basically, he had like a poll on his channel, I believe, and he had like people recommend different manga series to check out. And I know like some of the top ones were Magi and or Magai. Wait, no, yeah, Magi. I'll go with that. And what was the other one? Magico, which was about magic and stuff, but that one got canceled. I don't know why. If it would have been given more time, I think it could have blossomed into a pretty good series, and it already was a good series. It's just like I don't really like the way manga companies in Japan work. They need to give the series more time to flourish and possibly build up a fan base. This series wasn't in Shonen Jump, but that's kind of like the same thing. Like with what was the series? It's Barrage. Yeah, that could have been a good series. And Assassination Classroom isn't that good in my opinion, and it's like top on the Shonen Jump list of ranks and stuff. It's like up there with One Piece, which is crazy. So Japanese love Assassination Classroom. Takamagahara wasn't that good, but back to the list. Number 8, Magi. This tells the story about Aladdin and like is it the 1,000 Nights or 1,001 Nights, something like that. And it has like different characters you can probably you've probably heard of: Alibaba, Sinbad, and you know the only thing you've probably heard about Aladdin is Disney's Aladdin. Just throw that out of there. Aladdin was a great movie, but I feel like this is a little bit better, mainly because I'm into manga and anime more. There's like a special person. There are multiple people in the series known as Magis, and then there's a lot of talk about magic. The anime series is alright. The main problem with the anime series is that it's going too fast, and they're trying to get to a specific arc in the series. I'm not sure why. They have plenty of material to make a long-running anime series, and the manga I feel is great. It's like up there. It has a great story. It's I like One Piece and Hunter x Hunter more story-wise, so I would put Magi below that, but yeah, it's still a good series. And Sinbad is awesome. This list, by the way, is animes that I have watched in 2012. If I didn't say that already, it's not like, oh, these animes came out in 2012, because you should already know what came out in 2012 and what didn't. Like, for Americans, Metal Fury came out. Number 11, the fishing one, that came out 2012. Magi's anime came out. Dead Man Wonderland came out in America 2012, so a lot of these are 2012. but some of these aired in 2012, so yeah, and some of them did. Okay, number 7, Tomb. Oh my god, this series is so amazing. The first 2 episodes of anime were so good. I had to watch like the first 2 or the first 3. I was like, I'm done with this. I gotta go read the manga. I read the manga. Amazing. I still watch the anime, but I kind of like lost interest in some things because I already knew what was going to happen. I like seeing like the fights animated and stuff. It's actually a pretty long manga, but I forgot who I heard this from, but it people thought that B-Tomb should have been longer as an anime, but a lot of the scenes in the manga weren't really like things that would take a long time to animate in an anime. It might last a few pages in the manga, but it might last like 5 seconds in anime. Stuff like that. It's basically about this group of people. They've been put on an island. They have to kill each other with bombs. And it's the seinen series, and I'm getting more into seinen and more realistic stuff and more romantic stuff. That's pretty cool, but there's too much anime and manga to read and watch. This series is really good. It's more of a psychological thing. Would you kill this person, and would you be able to kill someone if no one could stop you? Things like that. Number 6, Tiger and Bunny. I love this anime. I love it. I love it. I love it. Japanese can handle superheroes. They can. We have Tiger and Bunny, One Punch Man, and there are actually some other manga series that have superheroes, and that would be pretty cool if I could make like a superhero manga and anime. Cause the one thing I liked about Tiger and Bunny, I think I started watching this in 2011. I never finished it. I finished it this year, and the story, it was just like boom. This came out of nowhere. I guess I wasn't really paying attention at first, and I started watching more episodes at once. I was like, whoa, this story is really good. It's basically about this old superhero. He's kind of getting old. I believe his powers were fading away or something like that. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But he got a new partner, and they kind of argue. And the story is a little bit deeper than that, but I don't really want to go into detail. Tiger and Bunny, I watched like a convention thing where they had the creator and some of the voice actors for the English dub, and they were asking him questions. And basically, there's a Tiger and Bunny movie coming out. Basically, Tiger and Bunny at the beginning retells the story, some new content, and then there's another movie coming out with new content in it. Those people are so rude, because at the convention, he's like, it'll retell the events and stuff, and then, like, they were cheering at everything he said, and then he said that, and it got a little bit quiet. I was just like, dang. But yeah, it's gonna get a second season eventually. I feel like this anime, it has a quality that's so high up that they can't really just like, boom, here's a new season of Tiger and Bunny. They had to take their time, and it might take a few years or something. And by the way, for B-Tomb and Magi, check out the manga, and B-Tomb, the anime, I was surprised at how close it got to the manga. It was like right there. It was like a few chapters off, and the manga is pretty good. Number 5, Sword Art Online. I don't care what people say, I love Sword Art Online. Now, I understand that not every episode was gold or amazing, but Sword Art Online is still a great series, and I think it tells a pretty good story, except the fact that sometimes I feel like the gaming aspect of it, or like some aspects of it are just taken a little bit too far. I like the first part of Sword Art Online, because there was a fear of danger, and then the second one there wasn't really, but some of the fights were good. The drama was really good. Romance was alright, pretty good to me. I really liked Kirito's sister. Sword Art Online is basically it started out as a light novel, so you might want to check that out first, because a lot of people are like, oh, I hate the manga, I hate the anime. They're not like direct adaptations. They're not good or something like that. Basically, it's about these people who play this popular video game, and the video game is played by putting a nerve gear on your head, to make the game better and stuff. You are actually put into the game, and it's called like a virtual MMORPG. And the players get trapped in the game. If you die in the game, you die for real. And there's a sense of danger. And the second part of Sword Art Online isn't that amazing to me, but it's still good, I guess. The one thing I didn't like is because the way the creator set it up, there's like a ton of content, yet that hasn't been shown yet. I feel like Sword Art Online, if it's exactly how it happens in the anime, and that's all they do, there definitely could have been more. And for all those people complaining about him not showing all the levels, there is a side series of Sword Art Online showing each level in the game. And he also does he has another series called Excel World. I'm sorry if the creator's a girl, but I think it's a guy. I definitely think Sword Art Online might get a second season. Like things that are insanely popular, you can just like assume that they're going to get a second season. Like Tomb, I think that would get a second season if the manga was farther away. Magi is pretty good, so it should keep going unless it gets caught up with the manga. But Magi's gonna go into a filler arc eventually. I'm just saying that's what I've been told from Crunchyroll and stuff. Number 4 is One Piece. And you're probably wondering, why is One Piece so low on the list? Well, I, for one, am not like, oh my god, One Piece, I love it. It's a great story. So far, some of the fights have been alright. A lot of the things in One Piece don't make any sense. And I know it's a manga series, and things aren't supposed to make sense. Anime it's fantasy, but some of the things really don't make sense. It's just like, I'm in the 90s of the episode wise, so I guess that could be the problem. But right now, I'm not fawning all over One Piece. I like the story, and some of the episodes are really good. Some of the seasons are really exciting. My favorite arcs are the one with the Usopp. I call it like the Usopp Pirates arc because I don't really know. I think the arcs are named by the villains, right? So it'll be the Captain Kuro arc and the I don't know, the arc where they go to the island with the giants. That was really good too. I watched One Piece for like 5 hours during my summer. If you watch that much of One Piece, you'll get 10 episodes in a day, which is makes it easier to get caught up, considering there's like 500 episodes right now, and I'm only done with I'm almost done with the first 100. 400 more to go. I'm actually thinking about skipping the filler arcs, because the filler arcs, I gotta say, I suffer from having this thing where I hear that it's filler, and I'm like, I'm not interested in this. Like the whole thing with Daddy the Father and the Apis stuff. I was just watching this. I was just like, when is this gonna be over? And like Apis had like a whole arc, and I was just like, this is stupid. But yeah, if you haven't heard about One Piece, it's basically a story about pirates, a story about Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be king of the pirates, and it's really good to some people. It's best-selling manga in Japan, so yeah, that should say something. Number 3, I kind of debated on putting this on the list or not, and that is Anohana, the flower we saw that day. This anime, amazing. Simply amazing. Great story, great characters, great development. I would say there's nothing wrong with it. It's a little bit weird, one of the characters, but I won't say that anything about it. It's basically about these kids, and basically their friend died when they were younger, and it kind of shows how that has affected them throughout life and what happened in the past. So, yeah, just check that out. No spoilers, just go on Crunchyroll, just watch it. It's really short, so yeah, get it done. I watched it in a few nights. Something like that. I'm not gonna marathon mainly because of some reasons that I won't tell. But yeah, if you want to know why I didn't watch it in one night, mainly because I was tired. But there was some other things that now that I think about, you should well, since I don't have it on DVD, that's probably one of the things. There's some series I just don't want to buy. I'm sorry, but I know some people are like, oh, we gotta stop piracy. We gotta watch them. It's just like, if someone's hosting it online, you might as well watch it. But I might buy it eventually. It's just like, if I come into more money, I'd buy it. Number 2, Hunter x Hunter. Amazing story. Amazing story. I don't really remember that much about Yu Yu Hakusho. I watched that when I was younger. But Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, as some people say, because the X is apparently not there. Very good series. Very good series. Very nice story. Very cool fights. And at first I kind of felt like Gon didn't have that much development as a character, and that's being added slowly. You have Kurapika trying to get revenge for his clan. And basically, Hunter x Hunter is about Gon, who is trying to become a hunter, trying to find his father, and right now, that's just basically the story. And currently, they're on the Greed Island arc, and it's really good. Like, every episode just gets me pumped. And number 1, I put this anime as number 1. I was kind of like thinking about this in Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, that sounds right. Which one would be the number 1 spot? But the main reason this one's number 1 is because when I was watching an episode, I felt something. I normally don't feel anything when I'm watching anime. Like, maybe 4 through 1, I felt something. But this one, I had that feeling. I was just like, oh, I love this series. And this is Kuroko no Basuke, or Kuroko's Basketball. The episode that made me feel something was the one with Kisei and Iomine. That was epic. And it kind of makes me want to get into basketball, but I wonder if it's too late because I'm getting kind of old. It's basically about this team of middle school kids who were like unstoppable, and then there was a 6th player who was like a phantom player. He kind of has no presence, and they're in high school now, and they go against each other in basketball. And right now, that's the basic description of the story. And in some animes, they try to make the main character win all the time. Well, in this, they don't win all the time. They lose, they win. It's different, and you should really check this series out. It's awesome. The basketball games are really good. I like how some of the characters have different abilities. Like Kuroko, he can pass. Right now, I believe Kagami, his power is just like jumping up really high. You have like Kisei, who can copy people's abilities in like a game, like right there. Those are just like a description of 3 of the characters. I don't want to give away all the characters. And like some of the minor characters, they're given abilities too, but they aren't as big as the other ones. And at the end of season 1 of Kuroko's Basketball, there's actually a preview of season 2. And season 2 was announced a few days ago, so I'm really excited to see that. And let's just go through the list one more time. Beyblade Metal Master / Metal Fury, Suritama, Sket Dance, Deadman Wonderland, Magi, B2, Tiger and Bunny, Sword Art Online, One Piece, Anohana, Hunter x Hunter, and Kuroko's Basketball. I'm really sorry if my nose sounds stuffed up, but I'm like getting sick as soon as I start a video. This video is as long as the other one. Oh my god. So yeah, you can check out my Facebook and Twitter below. As I said before, check out Jay's Playground and check out Swoozy 06. That's those links are on the previous video. So anyway, see you guys later, and thanks for watching my videos.